Next is next is from Great Greatness, and the subject is MJF versus Dominik Mysterio. Bill Body's the biggest snowflake in all wrestling podcasting, even women who are sensitive to criticism like he is. Plus, now that we know he can't handle it, it just makes it even better.
Well,
Question time. K100 is one of the biggest supporters of MJF and defenders against his critics. At the same time, K100 is also the first and only podcast that was giving Dominik Mysterio props for his A-plus heel work. So my question for K100 is, who's the better heel between MJF and Dominik? For me personally, it's Dominik. I don't think MJF sucks, but I think his cheap heat stuff is way too corny and he's simply not drawing the ratings or selling the tickets that a top guy should. While Dom is so hateable that Rey Mysterio is able to have a whole arena going because of a single punch. What does the K100 team think? Dominik is gets the type of heat that you want. The people don't like him.
Yeah.
Like he gets heel heat every time he tags into a match. Like he gets a it's just like he's like I don't know if MJF's heat is the type of heat you want because he does get a lot of cheap heat. But he's good at it. But it's like I don't know. It's like I'd prefer the heat that Dominik gets to the heat that MJF gets. What would you think, Konnan?
You're muted, bud. You should be good.
Okay, yeah, and there are two different type of heels, but I prefer the heat that Dominik's getting 100%. Plus, what they're doing with Dominik that's so sweet is that they're doing a real good slow build. They've been building up anticipation, just like the hug between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They've been building that anticipation. They're really good at that. That's, those guys they got back there, whether it's Bruce or Michael Hayes or Paul Heyman, they've seen it all. They've done it all. You know what I'm saying? And so
maybe for this guy, Dom seems
Paul and Triple H,
maybe for the emailer here, Dom, he prefers Dom because Dom's a little bit fresher too. MJF's been a heel for a few years on TV now, and Dom's only been like a year.
I don't think it has anything to do with freshness. I just think, they go so fast over that AEW to everything. Things don't resonate sometimes, and here they've been doing slow build.
Like for instance,
and then they have threads throughout the show, which they don't rarely do in the other company.
Yeah. For instance, what's your favorite MJF feud? Yeah.
I'm not into any of his feuds. I'm just into his personality and his character.
Because remember,
there's been no feuds that I'm like, oh yeah, that was
Right. He's feuded with Chris, Punk, like he's had big headline feuds. But I'm saying, and Moxley,
Yeah. Well, the next email is going to go.
Brian.
Let me read the next email, okay? Mm-hmm. Lewis Rice, subject is Coward Heels. The psychology in the Dom Ray feud is actually better than Cody and Roman. There's nothing little likable about Dom, and so the fans are fully behind Ray. Roman, on the other hand, is a dominant figure, not a coward. A lot of his traits are admirable, unlike Dom. Roman is still a great heel, but I think heels get the best heat. You get the majority of the crowd rooting for their demise. Would you agree that the most effective heels are cowards? That's from Lewis Rice. Yeah, and that's like, bro. The thing is with the both of these the characters, Dominik and Roman, is that they're characters that are more defined by the storyline that's being told, and how they've acted in the story. Which makes them, different types of heels. So like I said, I like both of them. I mean, but Roman has done some really horrible things, even though he's had good qualities. He's kind of like J.R. Ewing. He'll do something good once every blue moon, but he's still a terrible person. But Dominik's just an unlikable kid, which is a perfect character right now. What do you think?
Yeah, he's acting a thing we've seen a million times, and we probably see it in American society. The entitled, ungrateful, disrespectful punk that we see a lot in society.
Right.